Lecture 9, Basic Color Correction, Fixing Common Problems. Have you ever shot a video that looked too dark, too bright, or had colors that didn't match what your eyes saw? This is where color correction comes in. It's the process of adjusting your footage so that it looks natural, balanced, and ready for storytelling. In today's lecture, we'll focus on the basics of color correction in DaVinci Resolve. You will learn how to fix common problems like incorrect exposure, white balance issues, and inconsistent tones across clips. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to understand the purpose of color correction in video editing, fix common problems such as poor lighting and color imbalances, use simple tools in Resolve's color page to adjust exposure, contrast, and white balance, apply basic corrections consistently across your project. Why color correction matters. Uncorrected footage can distract your audience. Imagine watching a video where one shot is orange tinted and the next is bluish. It breaks the flow. Correction ensures all your clips feel like they belong together. Common problems and how to fix them. Overexposed or underexposed footage. Problem: too bright, washed out highlights, or too dark, loss of detail. Leaf adjust shadows, darker areas, as we have been using in here, so you can use any of these. You can increase the reddish, greenish, or bluish, or if you want to increase the brightness, you can just use this one. And you can see the difference as we just highlight that. And if you want to go back, and here you can see. Gamma adjust midtones. You can just use this one as according to the clip that you want. So you can use the mouse, or you can enter the values as well. You can increase the brightness. You can increase the reddish one as well. And if you want this one to improve as well, the bluish one, and you just don't want that, so bring it to the 0. So this is how the clip looks now. Gain adjusts highlights, brightest areas. For example, you can use this one as, if you want to decrease the brightness, you can use this one, or you can use this one as well. That increase everything at once if you use this wheel. But if you want one at once, then you can use this one. You can adjust everything as per your requirement and the scene that you are creating. Watch your scopes, waveform or parade to avoid guessing. Incorrect white balance. Problem: footage looks too blue, cool, or too orange, warm. Fix: adjust the temperature and tint sliders. For that, you can use this one as temperature and tint as well. If you want the warm color, so you can just go increase the temperature. Or if you want to cool down the temperature, so you can just go back, or you can enter the amount as well. For example, you just write in here as -900 and press enter. But when you just write +900, you can see the difference. So this is how it changes. You can just reset to 0 for now, and when you just use tint, you can just enter the amount. For example, when you just enter the amount, for example 60, and you can see the difference. And when you just enter the amount, for example -35, and press enter. So this is how it changes. Increase temperature for warmth, decrease for cooler tones. Tint helps balance green or magenta shifts. Practical example: an indoor shot with yellow lighting can be corrected to look more neutral. Low contrast or flat image. Problem: footage looks dull with little separation between light and dark. For example, you just go to timeline and you have image in here, and you just want to adjust this one, so you can just go to colors. Fix: increase contrast slightly and adjust saturation for richer colors. For example, you can just use contrast as a little more of that. And at the bottom, you can use saturation, here you can see, to highlight each color a little more. For that, you can just enter the amount, or you can use mouse as well. For example, you just want to go with 60. So you can type 60 in here. So here you can see, when you just play this video in full screen, every color has been popped up. Tip: be subtle. Overdoing contrast makes footage look artificial. Color casts across clips. Problem: one clip has a greenish tint, another looks reddish. Fix: use the color wheels or primary bars to balance them. For example, you just go to timeline and you see this one and go to colors tab again. Here you can use color wheels as well, or if you want to go with primary colors you can use this one. So you can adjust accordingly. For example, you want to increase this one. Oh, it doesn't look nice. So you can use any of these as per your requirement. For example, you can use this one, little this one, and so you can adjust accordingly. Practical example: when editing a campus event, indoor and outdoor shots may look very different. Correction brings them closer together. Best practices for beginners: always correct exposure before adjusting colors. Keep skin tones looking natural. They are often the best reference point. Apply corrections consistently to avoid jarring differences between clips. Use the bypass color grades button to compare before and after. You will see how much you have improved. For that, you can just go to timeline. And here you can see this is the button. When you just click in here, this was the before, and when you just click in again, this was the after. So you can see how much we have improved. Tips and tricks: record a short clip with a white sheet of paper in frame. This can serve as a quick white balance reference. If you're editing a long project, color correct one clip, then copy and paste is great onto similar clips. Trust your scopes more than your screen. Monitors can sometimes mislead your eyes. Color correction is like giving your footage a reality check. It ensures everything looks natural and consistent before you add creative style.